Today, I'm going to analyze the framing and emotional expression in the film Dying to Survive. In this film, the director doesn't rely on exaggerated camera movements or dramatic shots to evoke emotion. Instead, he uses composition, lighting and spatial design to let the characters' emotions flow naturally within the frame. The framing of each shot is not just for visual beauty. It silently drives the narrative forward and reveals the characters' circumstances and emotional transformations. In this video, I will focus on analyzing 3 representative framing techniques used in the film. Framing composition, which creates a sense of constraint and breakthrough; symmetrical composition, which conveys balance and conflict; and the rule of thirds composition, which guides the audience's gaze and emotional direction. These framing techniques together shape Dying to Survive's unique visual style and make the film's emotional layers feel more authentic and profound. In the film, elements such as car windows and railings are repeatedly used to create a sense of isolation within the frame, while simultaneously reinforcing the emotional connections between characters. When Chang Yong is taken away in the police car, the window becomes the boundary separating him from the outside world. He and his fellow patients now exist in 2 different realities. Through the window, his gaze toward his friends carries guilt, relief, and deep emotional complexity. His tears reflect not only helplessness in the face of fate, but also the very moment of human awakening. The window transforms separation into resonance, allowing the audience to feel the emotional impact through the power of visual framing. The same visual logic extends to the iron bars inside the police car. The lines of the bars form a closed frame within the shot, symbolizing Chang Yong's confinement by law and reality. Yet his steady gaze and calm expression stand in sharp contrast to the gratitude reflected in the eyes of his friends outside the window. Through this framed composition, the director conveys the thematic tension of Chang Yong being physically imprisoned, but spiritually free. The confined space, paradoxically, highlights the deepest strength of humanity, the courage and selflessness to bear the suffering of others. The recurring presence of frames, such as car windows and railings, establishes a coherent emotional logic throughout the film, from confinement to liberation, from separation to connection, symbolizing Chang Yong's spiritual redemption. In the scene where Lu Shuyi undergoes debridement surgery, the director employs a symmetrical composition. Chang Yong and Lu Shuyi's wife sit on a bench outside the hospital room, with an empty seat between them forming the axis of symmetry. A beam of light falls directly in the middle, completely separating the two. Both wear heavy expressions. Lu Shuyi's wife sits in the shadows, symbolizing helplessness and despair, while Chang Yong, on the brighter side, looks troubled and conflicted. He wavers between light and darkness, symbolizing his inner turmoil. Confronted with Lu Shuyi's suffering, he cannot bring himself to turn away. Yet, if he chooses to help, he risks being arrested. The distribution of light and shadow creates a visual balance that subtly reveals the psychological tension within him. Through this composition, the film allows the audience to viscerally experience Chang Yong's struggle between morality and fate, imbuing the scene with an atmosphere of oppression and somber emotional intensity. Throughout the film, the director frequently employs the rule of thirds to guide the audience's attention. Characters' faces and gazes are often positioned along the thirds lines, or at their intersections, naturally drawing the viewer's focus to the most emotionally charged areas of the frame. This compositional approach gives the image a stronger sense of rhythm and allows emotions to be conveyed with greater precision. Especially in key moments, subtle facial expressions and unspoken feelings are amplified through this visual design, thereby intensifying the film's narrative tension. The shot composition in Dying to Survive is not merely a pursuit of visual beauty, but an extension of the film's emotions and themes. The confinement and liberation created through framing, the balance and conflict within symmetrical composition, and the visual focus guided by the rule of thirds together construct a unique system of visual storytelling. These compositional techniques make the film's emotions more tangible and authentic, allowing the audience to feel the collision between human compassion and harsh reality through the visual experience.